Beth Castellini with Lizzie Stamps. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today I wanted to show you a fun fold using one of our new online exclusive suites called Flowering Zinnias Suite Collection. Again, as I said, this is an online exclusive, so you will not find it in our catalog. You'll find it online on my website. And this really, I wanted to showcase how much fun this paper is. It's really great paper, and it's just so much fun. So, and then on the back, you have a piece that I've cut, and I've cut out some of the flower from the paper, as well as a cutout of the flower here as well. I do want to go over a little bit about this suite. So with this suite, you get the Simply Zinnias stamp set and the dies, and that's what we call a bundle. And then you also receive the 12 by 12 pack of designer paper, Simply Zinnia paper. And then you're going to get the Simply Zinnias 3D embossing folder. And then you also receive the adhesives. All of this comes as a suite collection. You can buy everything separately, but you get a better discount when you buy it all together. The stamps and the dies work perfectly together to create flowering zinnias that burst right from the page. The crafting paper can be used for backgrounds or for die-cut flowers and greenery. It is the most vibrant paper I've seen in a while, and it just screams spring to me as well as summer. So I'm really excited that we get to play with this today. All right, so let's get started. I used this card with Melon Mambo, but the next card we're going to use is I'm using Berry Burst. So for the first part of the card, you need your card base, and it's 5.5 by 8.5. And you're going to score on the 8.5 side at 2 1/8 and 4 1/4. Then you need, this is your pop-up panel, which is 3 by 5.5. And then on the 3-inch side, you're going to score at 3 1/4, 1.5, and 2 1/4. I have already added some tear and tape to either edge of the card, so it's ready to be popped up when we're ready to put it together. You're also going to need one square at 2 1/4, and then you need 2 squares at 2 inches. Then we have the white pieces that you will need. You will need one 4 1/8 by 5 3/8 for the inside front of the card. So it's going to go in just like this. Then you're going to need a 4 by 5 1/4 piece that's going to be used and be glued onto the back of the card so you can write your message. And I've added, again, a little bit of the flower from the paper. Then you are going to need 2 panels at 2 and 5 3/8, and those are for the front panels of the card. Then you will need 1 square at 2 1/8, and then you will need 2 squares at 1 7/8. Those will be layered onto the Berry Burst squares. Now for the designer paper that you need to cut. You have one piece right here. I just want to show you how beautiful and vibrant this is. Here's the back of this piece, but we're using this side today, and it's at 4 by 5 1/4. So this will be on the right front side of the page, layering on top of the basic white. Then you need 2 panels. The 2 panels are at 1 7/8 by 5 1/4 long, and they will be on the panels on the front of the card. Then you will need a square that's 2 inch by 2 inches, a 2-inch square. And then you need 2 1 3/4 inch square pieces of the designer paper. So just here's the back of this one, And then this one has this design on that. The paper is just so wonderful. So let's go ahead and get started since I have everything put together. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and layer. I'm going to go ahead and layer my designer series paper panel onto the white using liquid glue. You can also use tape runner if you'd like. And we're just getting about 1/8 of an inch all the way around. So you'll see that there's 1/8 of an inch all the way around. Then I'm going to go ahead and adhere this panel onto the right front side of the card. Again, you will have about 1/8 of an inch all the way around. Okay. So then we're ready for our panels, okay? When you're cutting this paper, because you want a continuation of the paper, you need to remember that when cutting, and you'll notice that I have these two pieces together. So this was the one piece, and then I cut it in half. So this is, you're gonna have one here and one here. So we're gonna go ahead and layer those. And again, you will have 1/8 of an inch border. It's quite easy to put this card together once you cut all the pieces. It goes very, very quickly, as you can see. And then I'm going to go ahead and glue this piece to the left front panel. The left front side of the card, but it's the panel to the right. So right here. Okay, there we go. Now we are ready to put up our pop-up mechanism together. So before, actually, I'm going to go ahead and glue my piece on the back. This is our piece that we're going to use to write our message. There we go. Okay. And then now we're ready to glue. And I'm going to wait and glue all the squares together in just a second. But now we're going to go ahead. I'm going to take my take my pick tool, and I'm going to go ahead and take off the back of the tear-in tape. It comes off very easily with my pokey tool from my take my pick tool. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay it down, and I would like it to be right about here. I don't want it to be at the fold. So I'm just going to lay it right against the fold of the card. And then I can go ahead and take off the other strip. And then I'm just going to go ahead and lay over the top of the card, and I'm going to take my bone folder and burnish just so we know that it's nice and tight. And here we go. Ta-da! There's the pop-up mechanism all ready to go. All right. So let's go ahead and glue our panels together. So again, I'm going to lay everything out that I need, that I know I'm going to glue together. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get that going, and then I'll show you how I put those on. So now we've glued on all of our pieces of our squares, or layered all our pieces together. And now what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how we're going to put the card together, put the squares on. So what I did in this card right here is I turned it as a diamond like this, and I'm laying it right on top, and they're going to lay right next to each other. So I only want glue, and these are the smaller squares, and I only want glue on one side of the square. So that's what I'm going to do now. Just right there, okay? And then I'm just going to find the point and match it up. So you see how it's matched up here and there. And I do like sometimes to take my bone folder and just make sure the glue is spreading. All right, and then I'm going to take the next one and lay it down below. And you'll see that each corner will be touching. So you might be overlapping just a little bit. Well, you want to make sure that right here, this point is at the edge of the card and not over the card. So again, we're going to press down. There we go. Okay. So now we have that on. Then we have this one square, and we want it to be popping out. So if you notice here that this piece I have popping out. So what I'm going to do, and I don't need much glue, I'm just going to get a little bit of the corner of the glue, put corner just right there. And then I'm going to slide it in, but I want to have it pop out a little bit more. And I just want it sort of almost to the edge of the card. And I'm just going to hold it here for a few seconds. There we go. Hold it in. Okay. And then that is your pop-up part. Okay. Then what I did is I stamped the thank you so much in the berry burst using the All That Dies and this label from All That Dies. And I'm just going to add a little bit of glue here and here. And it's just going to go right in the middle. So I'm sort of making it that it's right in the middle of this square. Okay, there you go. If you have a little bit of stickiness right here, you can take your adhesive eraser and clean that up. So there is how you make the diamond pop-up fun fold card. I didn't cut out any of the flowers, but you can see that I could add this flower here as well, another flower inside. But on the back here, I did add the flower there. So I'll go back and add the flowers. You could add some of the adhesive back sequences that come with the suite, and just to add a little bit more bling. So it is a thicker card. You can see it's very thick, but it is really a cute card, and they stand up so nicely. I love that they stand up so well, but it's just really anybody who would be the recipient of this card would just love it. And it's so cute. Here's some other ideas that you can see that are some samples that have been made using this suite collection. Just adorable. It is really, really a fun suite. So I wanted to also show you that one of the cards I'm going to on stage in Houston, where I'll see a lot of fellow demonstrators, and we like to swap cards with other demonstrators to get ideas. So this is a fun fold card, or not a fun fold card, but this is a card layout I used. Here you can see that I used the Zinnia embossing folder. I used the designer series paper from the Flowering Zinnias Suite. I used a little bit of lemon lime twist grosgrain ribbon. That is a duo pack that is in our annual catalog. And I used the Zinnia Builder flower parts and some of the glitter paper that we have. It's berry burst, and it's 3 sheets of glitter paper, and it comes in a pack with berry burst, old olive, and with white. And then I used Flirty Flamingo and Highland Heather, and I built the card up Isn't that so cute? And used our perennial postage that's in the mini catalog, one of the dies from there, and then used some of the paper on top of it. And then on the inside, I just stamped the Zinnia image. I colored it in with Lemon Lolly and then added Wink of Stella and then Sending Flowers and Thinking of You. So I wanted this, it's just a nice bright birthday card. So that's another fun card that I'm going to be swapping with other demonstrators at convention, and I'm really excited because I think I'm going to get a lot of great ideas since this suite collection just came out on March 5th. So hopefully you liked what you saw today. You will be able to find everything on my website, and you can go to my website at LizzieStampsStampinUp.net, and you can also follow me at Lizzie Stamps on Instagram and also on Facebook at Lizzie Stamps Stamping Up. I hope you had a great time watching this video, and I hope you'll give it a try. And as always, happy stamping.